the petition. I've got the petition.
I have a petition against Ghting. I have a petition against her. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why is it when it comes to my case, they turn the law upside down? They turn the law upside down. Upside down.
What did you say? What's the petition?
Upside down.
What the rules?
Listen. This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution, and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyeko what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. My right to agitate. My right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Sorry, sir.
Because these people, they are fools. They think they can mess. You can mess around with people who are not educated. I am an educated man. I can't show them the petition for the simple reason that if you show it,
What the judge said was that the case file was.
I don't recognize anything Binta Nyeko said today for the simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyeko is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Who is that person? People don't like cameras coming now. Binta Nyeko's husband and son are facing corruption charges. They sent her to my case so they can release or smoothen the pathway for the husband and the son.
Who are the lights?
They are facing. It doesn't matter if they off it. In a corrupt society, that's what happens. They are very, very corrupt. There is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated the judicial oath. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. So, disobedience to Superior Court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that she is no more. No. That she. Listen. This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution, and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyeko what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
I'm begging, like you cannot coerce the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria because he's the Commander-in-Chief. All we are doing is saying use political approach, not the legal approach that everyone is talking about. We are appealing to him to tamper justice with mercy and releasing Nnamdi Kanu to the people of Southeast. We know it will ensure more security for our people, and it will spring up the development that this Southeast Development Commission is going to bring, and it will as well sustain it.
Guys, Nnamdi Kanu turned the table round for Benjamin Kalu and his team. The only crime Nnamdi Kanu committed was to speak truth about Nigeria. Inside his detention, he still stands in the truth. Guess what? Few days ago, Benjamin Kalu and his team did an interview. They said President Tinubu should please release Kanu because of security in Southeast. Because Nnamdi Kanu once said whenever he comes out, he will help the force to fight the security in the state. And Nnamdi Kanu dropped this statement by saying that nobody should beg on his behalf because he never committed any crime.
And the fallacy, sometimes difficult, because we have not done what we should do. And that is why we keep saying, let us first and foremost do that which is within our control. And then let's see how, because people, for example, Nnamdi Kanu himself has said that the very moment he is released, that he will even work assiduously for the security of the Southeast. So why don't we give him that benefit and see whether he will be able to do that? He has said so. And he is not pleading for anybody to do him an undue favor. Asking the courts, the orders of courts, up to the Court of Appeal of Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria, should be respected. About 9 different courts, 4 in Nigeria, 5 from outside the country, including the courts and the rest of international community, have said, release him, let us see. Injury to one is injury to all. If government does not feel that the Southeast, the east of the Southeast is affecting Nigeria, then government is being smart by half.
The first 2, the second 2. Now, why did I do that? I was trying to kind of get an image of a man that is so resolute in his belief that no amount of propaganda or intimidation, even torture or incarceration has been able to actually change his mind or change his position in the last 6 years. In fact, let's say it's in the last 9 years, in the earliest, when he was first kidnapped by this man in Lagos in December 2015. And what was his offense? To those who care to know, number 1, Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense known to any law. And that is why, it has been so difficult for the supposed giant of Africa, Nigeria, to be able to actually convict him, except the social media and the media trial and conviction and the guilt, the guilt verdict that they have been spreading, including those of you who have bought that severally for different reasons. The reason why they have not been able to actually convict him of any crime is very straightforward, because he's committed no crime. In the Geneva Convention, as they say, human rights is God-given right to start with. And every ethnic or tribal ethnic people in the world have the rights to self-determination, self-defense. But as we all know, the